Okay, then welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the um, Real Madrid team guide. They're in the Spanish First Division, obviously, the most reputable team in Spain. Probably they were founded in 1902. Sergio Ramos is their captain. Then Marcelo, the vice captain, Eden Hazard is the key player. They play at an 81,000 capacity stadium, good surface and all that stuff. From 1998-99 till now, sorry for that, they have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 league titles only, which is a little low. You'd expect them to have won more, but they've only finished as low as down as 6th or 4th. Other than that, they've been 2nd, 3rd, pretty much all the way through in this time. Let's see what the club want of us. Club vision, sign high reputation players, play attacking soccer, sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. They've been doing that a lot recently, haven't they? They want to increase their commercial revenue. It's desired as well. Commercial revenue is just basically to sign high reputation players. The more your T-shirt sales, shirt sales are going to be, the more merchandise you're going to sell, the more commercial revenue you're going to have. Expand the stadium, they're on 80,000 capacity stadium. Work within the payroll budget. They're running it a little tight at the moment, aren't they? Roughly around £100,000 a week remaining only on the payroll budget. Eesh, they spend a lot on salaries. They're supposed to reach the final Champions League, win the league, work towards becoming the most reputable team in Spain, which is Barcelona at the moment, I reckon. Work towards becoming the most reputable team in the world, and by 5 years they want to continue to win the first division and be the most reputable team anywhere. They only have 112 million in the bank account, 51 million in the transfer budget. That's a good transfer budget though. Let me just get rid of these loan players that are out. I don't like to include them in my first team. Odegaard, Ceballos, Sorro, Borja Mayoral. I think that's it. Let's have them all out to the under 19s. Let's take a look then. Goalkeepers: Thibaut Courtois, Alphonse Areola, the two goalkeepers. My bad. I'm bad at this. French goalkeeper, sweeper keeper on support, mostly on loan from PSG. He is. Take a look at his history. He's been at PSG pretty much all of his career, and now the Real Madrid have put him in on loan. In the Real Madrid B squad, we had Moja Ramos, who is out on loan at Birmingham. Real Madrid's own young goalkeeper that they do have. Um, there is no. Yeah, they're paying £450 of the £805 a week. I just wanted to check for the salary. So, anyways, moving on. This is Thibaut Courtois, first choice goalkeeper, left footed, very good goalkeeper. I like to look at the attribute analysis and you look at that. Shot stopping, aerial, they're in the dark green. He's a superb shot stopper. Fantastic in the air because he's 6'6" tall. Absolute beast, man. This guy is. Backup goalkeeper, like I said earlier, Alphonse Areola on loan from PSG. He's a physical guy, more a physical guy. 6'5", he's also a big boy, but he's not quite as good when it comes to shot stopping. He's not at Courtois' level. As for right backs, there's three right backs at the club. There's Eder Militao, there's Nacho, and there's Danny Carvajal. Okay, so yeah, the right backs obviously they're gonna play out wide. The way I like my right backs to operate is I like my right backs getting forward in these sort of positions to cross the ball. I like my wide players getting inside and the wingers to be really high. And defensively, I like my fullbacks to tuck in while my wingers defend. I want a hard-working team. That's the sort of team that I like. So this is basically how my sides typically would be going forward. This guy, he'd be making the run into the box as well. There's gonna be like two guys there. This is actually the AM over here. In this situation, is gonna be my striker. He's gonna drop off a little. The inside forwards are gonna go in. The wingers, the fullbacks are gonna be high up as well. And one of the center mids is gonna be the defensive center mid is gonna form this defensive trio, and everyone else is pretty much going to attack for me. That's kind of the way I like to play. Defensively, in my preferred tactic, I like to have a 4-1-4-1, two banks of four, and with one striker. The two lines of four each, separated by the defensive midfielder, which Real Madrid have a pretty good defensive midfielder or two. So that's how I like to set up my system. Often my attacking midfielder would be going up, and my striker would be up there to hold up the ball. Anyways, on to right backs. Eder Militao, attributes, very decent centre back, defensive midfielder, right back. He can even play centre mid because he's got the attributes that are needed. 14 free kick taking as well. The physicals are very good. He's a hard working player. Defensively, he's got some good stats. So very versatile player. I like him. Nacho, centre mid and centre back. Sorry, centre back, can play both the full back and wing back positions. Very solid defensively, not so good going forward. Hard working player. Very good physicals as well. He's quick. He's got great stamina, good strength as well. A decent player to have in the squad. Carvajal though is first choice right back because look at that. He's got 14 for crossing. He can cross the ball. 14 for marking, 15 for tackling. He can defend. 19 for work rate, and he's got pace and stamina in loads as well. Now, centre back wise, there's only two centre backs that Real Madrid have, but that's because they have Eder Militao, and they also have Nacho, who can both play as centre backs and naturals at centre back as well. So Dani Carvajal is first choice right back, and then Eder Militao and Nacho are going to be the backup at right back and also at centre back for Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane in case they get hurt or something. I don't really, rotate a whole lot for form, but they might get hurt, So let's take a look at Sergio Ramos then, our captain. What a fantastic centre back he is. The best in the game, I think. Aerial beast, absolutely. 20 for heading, 16 strength, 16 jumping reach, 17 stamina. Even at the age of 33, his physicals look really, really good. And look at all those greens in the technicals and the mentals and even the physicals. Everything is superb. He's at £475,000 a week, which is actually not a whole lot more than what Alexis Sanchez is on. That hurts. Rafael Varane is his centre back partner. He's got good physicals as well. He's got good pace, stamina, strength. He's 6'3", tall guy again. Defensively very solid. 15 heading, 17 marking, 17 tackling, 17 for positioning as well. He can play on the ball very well. He can play as DM and the right back as well. He's won the World Cup with France, the 2018 World Cup. Actually, both centre backs, Varane and Ramos, are World Cup winners. 2010 for Sergio Ramos and 2018 for Rafael Varane. Fantastic centre backs, both of them. Two of the best in the world, in my opinion. 6 foot tall, Sergio Ramos, 3 inches shorter than Varane is. Okay. Ferland Mendy, left back. Two left backs. Mendy, I don't know, I wouldn't say his first choice, but he's going to play more games than Marcelo is because look at that. Marcelo, what he lacks in speed and mobility, he more than makes up for in his technical stats, which are absolutely incredible. Train him to be a number 10, and he's going to be great for you for another 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. He's very good, Marcelo is. Defensive midfielders, we have Fede Valverde, who has just broken through into Real Madrid's first team this season and last season, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Brilliant player, love him. Signed from Peñarol for £4.1 million. Loaned out for a season to Coronia, and from last season onwards he's been playing in the first team as well. And what a lovely player he is. Look at those mentals down there, fantastic stamina, he's got strength, he can pass the ball, he's technically a good player as well. He's got everything that's needed to be a good deep line playmaker on defend or even a defensive midfielder on support. I just want him to, go be a little more mobile. Lucas Vasquez, squad player, very good, versatile player, can play a number of positions, hardworking player, good physicals, and also not too bad technically. So the right sort of squad player that you would like to have in your team. Tony Cruz, midfielder, center midfielder, fantastic midfielder, world class midfielder, like it says, 20 passing, 18 vision, 18 first touch, 18 corners, 18 crossing as well. This guy is an absolute beast in the middle of the midfield. Luka Modric is with him, another fantastic ball playing midfielder. And look at his stats. His technicals are also insane. They really are. 19 first touch, 19 passing, 18 vision, and he's also got 16 work rate and 14 stamina. Hard working player still at 33 years of age. He's gonna go up and down. He's gonna get you some miles. Casemiro, in my opinion, one of the best defensive midfielders in the game. Great stamina, great strength. Those mentals are fantastic. 14 tackling, 14 passing, 19 work rate is outstanding. I absolutely love this sort of a defensive midfielder because when he's playing in this role as a number 6, right, in my 4-1-4-1 or whatever, there's going to be nothing created from this zone right here in front of the centre backs and behind the midfielders, right? From central positions, we're not going to concede a whole lot of goals, right? But our opposition are going to have to go out wide. They're going to have to cross. That's where the fullbacks are going to come in and centre backs are going to come in. And Real Madrid centre backs are really, really good in the air, and they're not going to have to deal with through balls and such a whole lot from central midfielders because we have such a good defensive midfielder like Casemiro. Isco is a fantastic attacking midfielder, very versatile. Absolutely love this player, I do. He's fantastically versatile, can play the striker, centre mid, attacking midfielder, winger on either side. Fantastic technicals. Mentals are also very good. Physicals are a little lacking, but you could do with it. James Rodriguez, Real Madrid are wasting him, in my opinion. He's a fantastic attacking midfielder. Look at how versatile he is. Look at those incredible technicals as well. And next is Gareth Bale. Again, fantastic technicals. His 14 acceleration, 17 pace is horribly low for the kind of player that Bale actually he is. He is so fast. He is. I've only seen Adama Traore being faster than Gareth Bale is in real life actually. So he's FM need to give him more speed. Inside forward on attack, that's where I think is his best role and position. Eden Hazard is going to be on the opposite wing, inside forward on attack. Another incredibly good player. The technicals are superb. 18 technique. He's got pace. He's agile. 20-foot dribbling as well. Superb player. Vinicius Junior, wonderkid, signed last season from Flamengo for £40 million. 17-foot dribbling. And he's very quick, 16 agility, 16 flair. He's got everything that's needed to be a world-class winger, and he will be one. Rodrigo, again, 18 years of age. He's already first-team quality, in my opinion. He's ready to play for the first team. If he gets any, if you're going to rotate your team, give him some game time, it's going to be very good for you. Marco Asensio, what a fantastic player. He too is £2.8 million. Absolute bargain. But the poor guy is injured and he's been injured for a long time. And look at his technicals. Absolutely incredible. The physicals are also very good on this guy. Just a very good finger. Benzema, I think Benzema's stats don't really do him justice. He is very good. He still has very good stats though. Don't mind that. 13 work rate is a little low, but I think it should be a little higher. But he's still a very good player. Technically superb, big boy, pacey. He's got lots of talent. He's a very good one for you. Luka Jovic, signed for £52 million, has been an absolute disaster for Real Madrid in real life. But in FM, he's got all the attributes that are needed to be a very successful player. 18 for finishing, technically good. He's got a little bit of pace. His balance is good. His composure in front of goal is great. His off-the-ball movement is very good. As a poacher, he's very good. Doesn't have the work rate, that's why I don't want to play him as a pressing forward, but as a poacher he's superb. Mariano, he was signed, then he got sold by Real Madrid to Lyon for £7 million. Had one good year for them, Then when Ronaldo left, Real wanted to replace the goals and brought him back for 19 million. It didn't quite work out, and now he's going to be moving back out of Real Madrid. Marc Gual, I didn't know this guy existed. On loan from Sevilla, doesn't look particularly impressive. He's got good work rate though, and acceleration. So I guess maybe you could bring him on off the bench. Maybe a cup game or two. Sorry. Under 19s, Martin Odegaard, the wonder kid who's been a wonder kid forever, signed in 2014-15. He made his debut when he was like 15 years old. He was playing alongside Ronaldo. What a fantastic talent he still is. He's still very good. Doing very well at Real San Sebastian, Real Sociedad in real life. His attributes, look at those technicals, they're already so good. He's only 20 years of age, still going to improve. Rainier, I didn't know about this guy either. Wow, he's also ready for the first team. Fantastic. Maybe some of the Premier League mid-table sides could loan him in. 26 million pounds from Flamengo. Wow, how did I not notice him? How did he get through? Anyway, very good player. He's there. Hakimi at Dortmund. I believe Odriozola is at Bayern Munich. Yeah, he's at Bayern Munich. Right back, both of them right backs. And Real Madrid B. Let's take a look at Real Madrid B. What talent they have down there. That's about to come in. There's Cesar Gelabert. There's Takefusa Kubo, obviously. Look at that. He also looks ready for first team football as well. Yeah, he was at Barcelona. Barcelona had to let him go, and now Real Madrid have bought him. And now he's at Real Madrid, 18 years of age, very good player still. Let's see what he develops into. Cesar Gelabert, and then there's Brahim Diaz as well, to sign him from Manchester City, just to have him be in their own B team, in their own academy. So, yeah, that was Brahim Diaz. He's also being wasted. Not much else to really talk about. So let's get to creating the tactic. I think I'm gonna go with this 4-1-2-3 or 4-3-3 as I like to call it. For me, it's a 4-3-3. If it's a DM or a centre mid, it's a 4-3-3. Courtois will be in goal. Dani Carvajal is going to be a right back, obviously. Then Sergio Ramos is going to be the centre back, ball playing centre back, playing alongside Rafael Varane. Then at left back, yeah, let's move to left back, please. Yeah, thank you. At left back, there's going to be Ferland Mendy. Being back on attack, or maybe if you're playing against a weaker side where you can dominate possession, you could maybe go with Marcelo, complete wing back on attack. No problem, man. Don't track back. Just stay up there. No worries, because Casemiro will cover. Casemiro, deep line playmaker on defend, which will free up our midfielders to play more expansive roles. Mazzala on support. This way, what Mazzala is going to do is, the Mazzala is going to be going into these half spaces, right about there. My apologies. Going to be right about there, and it's going to be crossing balls from this sort of an area into the box, where the opposite inside forward is going to be making the runs into the box as well. There's going to be advanced forward as well, so options for him. So that's what Mazzala is going to do. He's supposed to do, at least. Luka Modric is going to be playing centre mid alongside him. He's going to be the advanced playmaker on support, and this is going to be our core of the team. And then these guys are going to be creating for these front three. Gareth Bale inside forward on attack. Obviously, on the other side, it's Eden Hazard inside forward on attack as well. Another brilliant player. And up top, we're going to have Karim Benzema, deep lying forward on attack, so that he can help out in the build-up of the play as well, to basically drop a little deeper, allowing Bale and Hazard to come forward as well. Cutting inside into the box and taking shots. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing there. As you can probably tell, I'm recording this audio afterwards, so yeah. Anyway, so that's basically the formation that I would go with. I'm not saying everyone should. I'm gonna go with this. I'll go attacking because it's Real Madrid. Slightly low, slightly shorter passing, slightly higher tempo, playing out of defense. We're not going to pass into space because we have very good players. We are going to run at defense though because we've got very solid, very good dribblers off the ball. In transition, we're going to counter press, we're going to counter attack. Obviously, we're going to play out of the back as well. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I didn't do that. My bad. We're going to play out of the back as well. Take that as well. Offside trap, tighter marking, all that jazz. We want to try to win the ball high up the pitch, and that's where we want to make the magic happen. So that's basically what I think tactics should be. That's a framework. You can maybe add on it, maybe not go with what I want. Taking a look at the squad, the centre backs are a little. You could have a little more depth at centre back. You could sign another young centre back or two, because you have far too many right backs. DM wise, you're okay. Left back wise, okay. Right back wise, okay. Midfield, you could do with another couple of midfielders, because Cruz and Modric are old. You're gonna have to replace them. Bale, Hazard, Vasquez, Isco, Asensio, Rodriguez, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior. There's more than enough depth on either side. Benzema, Luka Jovic, Rodrigo Mariano, Vinicius Junior, Marcual. You've got very decent strikers as well, strike options too. So basically, you want some centre back and some centre mid.